Here at 467 Auto Salon, I have a hybrid 2-bucket wash method that I'll be showing you on how to wash your ceramic coated vehicle. So what tools you're going to need are a microfiber wash mitt or stick, your bucket of clean water, some type of microfiber towel that you can use, or a microfiber cloth that you can use for the lower end of your vehicle, as well with an agitator brush for the rims and calipers. This is optional. You don't exactly need this, but it's a good tool to have. Okay, once your vehicle is ready to be washed, you want to do a walk on your vehicle just to take note of any areas that may have any imperfections you're not aware of, to make note of. At the same time, if your vehicle has paint protection film, you want to make note of that as well. This Corvette has paint protection film on the headlights and the bumper. That helps reduce sandblasting from the highways and any type of road debris from roads as well. That'll help keep the paint fresh and looking new. Okay, as you can see, the ceramic coating on this vehicle is performing very well. With the headlights and bumper that aren't ceramic coated, the soap is collecting a lot more. Okay. So the first step was to foam the vehicle up to get rid of any type of debris. Have the soap do some work with respect to soaking up any type of dirt. At this point, the next step will be to pressure wash the vehicle completely and clean it off from all soap and any type of contaminants. Okay, so at this point I've rinsed off the vehicle completely. You can stop at this point to dry the vehicle if you feel confident that it's clean. I always do a grit test. I take my hand, I lightly touch the paint, and I'm looking to see if I feel any grit. So I do feel grit still on this paint, which tells me it's not completely clean. Although it's repelling water very significantly, I still want to get the vehicle as clean as possible. So I'm going to check the upper area as well. Got a little bit of grit happening up here. I've got some more grit here. The side panel is not too bad. Okay, so you just want to feel everywhere. This area from the skirt up to about the door line is where a lot of the dirt collects. So I'm feeling here to see if I feel any grit. Surprisingly, I don't feel too much grit here, okay? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to foam the car up for a second time, and that's where the microfiber wash is going to come into play with the water. So you have your wash mitt or your wash stick microfiber material. So you want to have it in the water first. It's just clean water. So when I say a hybrid 2-bucket wash method, what that means is usually there'll be another pail here with soap. But because we've soaked up the car already, we don't need that soap pail anymore. So now what I'm going to be doing is going from the top down on this vehicle. I'm not applying too much pressure. I don't need to be scrubbing anything. That's where the ceramic coating comes into play. I just need to lightly agitate the soap in the panels. Okay, so I'm just working the windows, all the way down to the windows and done. I'm going to come back to my water bucket and I'm rinsing my microfiber wash mitt. Okay, I want to make sure there's nothing on there. You can even go a little bit extra and just kind of clean with your hand. Okay, now I'm going to move on to the next area. I'll work on the hood at this point. Okay, and then work back. So on this car, I don't want to go too far down. I want to probably stop around here, and just that's pretty much what I want us to clean around the whole vehicle. Okay. The reason being is that I don't want to have contaminants that are on the lower end of the vehicle come on to this brand new clean microfiber wash mitt. Now I've got my microfiber towel. I'm going to use this all on my lower end of the area. Okay. I don't want to have this impact the high end. I just want to keep this on the low end. So I'm going to soak it with some water first. Okay. At this point, I'm just going to start agitating this soap in the car down low. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just going to work my way around the whole car on the high end and then work down as I go. Okay, so I'm just going to clean this off now. And then I'm going to be doing the skirt. Okay, just make sure to get into everything. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to use my agitator brush here. It's very, very soft. It's not going to damage the rim. These rims are ceramic coated. The calipers are ceramic coated as well. As you can see, they are beading very well. So I'm just going to take this brush and just agitate the rims just to make sure that there's any brake dust on there, just to take that all off. Okay, so just kind of work it all around. Okay, when I get to the caliper, I'm going to stick it in here and just move it around nice and slow. Okay, so I'm just going to continue this around the whole rim, get into where I can get in. Okay, now that we have the car all washed, I always do a final check with my fingers, a check for debris or contaminants. So everything feels good on the hood here. I don't feel any micro debris, no particles, nothing. Okay, I'm just going to inspect all the paint, go around it all, see if there's anything standing out. At that point, I'd rewash that specific area. But everything feels fantastic, so now it's going to be on the drying. So with you guys, you're probably out in the sun drying your car. You don't want the sun to dry the water, because then you're going to leave left the water spots, especially on this black car. So if you can pull it into a shaded area, that's what you're going to want to do. Okay, so there are multiple ways to dry cars. People like to take the towel and they just bunch it up and then they start washing, like they're washing the car. You don't want to do that. You want to open the towel up, lay it flat on the panel. You can do it this way. Put your hand, massage it all over into place, okay, and lift. Then it's dry. That's what ceramic coating does as well. It makes it very easy to dry your vehicle. The other method is you put it on, okay, and then you just pull. Okay, so I'll show you again here on the roof. I'm going to just set it on top of the roof, okay, and I'm just going to pull nice and slow. And if you're in the sun, the little particulars here of water, they will dry. Okay, that's not a big deal, but you can take the towel again, obviously with the surface being unlevel. That's why I couldn't get it all, but okay, I'm obviously dragging now from the other end. But that's how you're going to dry your car. When it comes to the side, you don't want the towel hitting the ground. What I do is I take my hand for the upper end, okay, I hold it up here and let the towel hang, okay, and at this point I just start patting or just slowly bring up. Okay, this area here, okay, and then slowly just bring up. I'm not scrubbing, I'm not pulling really hard. Mirrors, just fully cover the mirror, okay, just tap, soak it all in, mirror's done. We get to the fenders, same thing, I'll hang it over the edge here, okay, pat dry, at that point and just, you know, bring it all in. When it comes to tight sections like this with the fins, I'm going to bunch a towel up and just try to take it all in, not pushing too hard, and just absorbing the water. Okay, so I'm doing like a little bit of a pat dry. And that's essentially it. If you do have air, meaning pressured air, you can use pressured air on the car to dry everything as much as possible, take off as much water as possible, and finish it off with a towel, or you can use the air for the rims, okay? You do not want to use your drying towel on the rims because rims are rims. There's always going to be some type of debris on there that you do not want in your paint.